It's time now for Rounding the Bases with Dino and Barks on 1460 CJOY.
Well, I'll jinx this by saying we're totally perfect so far on this Rounding the Bases with Dino and Barks. So, how was it to put Dalton's name in the lineup finally?
Well, it's been great. A guy who's so athletic and brings so much to the table and a professional outlook on how to prepare before games and be ready to go. So he's added a lot. We still haven't had a full lineup yet, so it's kind of scary. I mean, we're scuffling around a little bit, but until we find ourselves, we're going to be in a really good spot in the next couple weeks for sure.
Now, you said Dalton had a bronchial infection?
Yeah, it was a viral infection in his lungs. He was and it knocks. As people who've had bronchitis before know, it just knocks you out. Trouble breathing, and you're always tired. So we wanted to make sure that he was completely clear before he came back, and he feels 100% now. So looking forward to moving forward with him.
I've got a friend who lives in the Niagara Falls area, and he always says to me, "I'm now a season ticket holder for the Welland Jackfish." And I said, why is Welland such a good team? Because it's not a great destination place to hang out.
Well, it's a nice stadium, but I think they've done such a great job with the way they've built that program. So they're very athletic. They're averaging 7 or 8 stolen bases a game, which is unheard of in baseball. But they're very aggressive. They don't hit a lot of home runs, but they pitch well. They play great defense, and they're very, very aggressive on the bases. And that's what's made them successful. We had an opportunity to beat them, give them their first loss of the year a couple weeks ago, and the reason we did, because we got off to a great early lead and took away their run game. But I think that's important when you play Welland, a team like that, or any team that's really aggressive on the base pass. You have to get in the lead early and take control of the game.
Is it like the old style of small ball? Like, they don't go for the home run, but it's base hit, steal a base there?
Yeah, absolutely. And we're very proud about the way we built our team. We have some great athletes with Dalton and J.D. Williams, Malik Collymore, Connor Morrow, Brandon LaRue. But then we have guys that can hit the ball at the ballpark, like Josh Garten has been unbelievable this year. Sean Riley's hitting the ball really well when he's had an opportunity to be with us. So we have a great power in the middle of the order, but we were very athletic. Welland from 1 to 9 is very athletic. They don't hit a lot of home runs, but anybody on that team can steal bases.
Don't know if you saw it the other day, but the Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame down in St. Mary's did a video of the ballpark in London because it is the most continuous ballpark in the history of the world.
That's correct. And with the pandemic, there was a threat that they wouldn't play that year, and we actually went down and played a game against them
to keep the streak
alive. Yeah. So, but they've done such a great job with that organization. That stadium is beautiful. It's a great ballpark. It's a great place to be. And again, there's some great tradition in our ballpark, and we're very proud of it and the way it's set up. It's very unique. And we love the atmosphere at our place, too.
Well, that one in London reminds me of the old Doubleday Field in Cooperstown next to the Baseball Hall of Fame in the States.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, I think it was 1919 or something it was built. But it's been a great. They've done a great job with the upkeep of it. It was a Double-A field with the Detroit Tigers for a little while. It was a Frontier League venue as well, professionally. So they've done a great job as far as providing some great baseball there.
Had one of the best team names ever, the Werewolves of London one year. Do you remember that team?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I had a couple of former players of mine that played on that team, and local guys, and it was they did a good job with it, but I love the name.
Now, is there a ballpark on the road that you guys just don't like a Barrie or a Brantford?
Well, I think for us, the travel in the middle of the week is tough. So Barrie would be one, but we love the atmosphere up there. Toronto is very unique in the way we don't, you don't really like the park the way it's set up, because it's old, it's beaten up, it's right in the middle of the city, but the venue is actually cool because people don't pay to go to those games, so they just come sit on the hill.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a blast. So there's not really a stadium that I don't like going to. Kitchener, obviously, balls fly out of there, so as a manager you hate going there because any fly ball could be a home run, but again, it's such a community feel in this league that I love going to these different parks.
Of course, I showed you already. I did the post on Facebook that I'm making my public address announcer debut for the Royals on the 28th against Toronto.
Oh, we can't wait to have you, Barks. You've done such a great job with lacrosse and all the different sports that you've been involved with, and the energy you bring, and even the guys on the team are pretty excited about having you out there on the 28th.
Looking forward to it because it's going to be fun, and of course, as we say about Hastings Stadium, it is a cool place to watch a ball game.
Oh, it is, and you see the lawn chairs all down the side, and now we've got, I think this year more than any year I can remember, we have a lot of young kids that are coming out. They run the bases. after the fifth inning, and it's such a cool family atmosphere, community atmosphere. So, and Lou Embro and all his volunteers have done such an amazing job. I think we have 30 volunteers that are there every game and are so great with the players and with the fans and the concession stands, and they just put on such a great job, do such a great job with our park.
Well, we'll wrap it up by saying, get your tickets now.
Get your tickets now. Come see Bruce Barker on the 28th. But before that, we have a couple of wins to get under our belts here in the next couple of weeks.
Well said, my friend.
It's great seeing you, Barks. Thanks for having me.